Afternoon once again, ladies and gentlemen. I am back with another video, man. This is your boy Lewis is with the quickness, man, as I always try to provide, man. Hit that like, hit subscribe, hit that notification bell, man, to keep receiving the latest and greatest content I keep providing for you. I am nonstop. I am on that grind. I keep putting in that work. Ladies and gentlemen, make sure to like and share this video, man. It'll only help the channel grow. Truly appreciate it. So, Mr. Charles Barkley is at it again, man. That wonderful, sensational, laughable, wonderful personality that we have on TNT is at it again. So Charles Barkley, as per Bleacher Report, was asked about Kyrie and Kevin Durant, possibly KD coming to NY. And basically what he says here, as you can see on that title, he basically says Kevin Durant and Kyrie Irving lack the toughness to play for the Knicks. So, as reported by Timothy Rapp on Twitter, March 12, 2009. So it says, ladies and gentlemen, NBA Hall of Famer and inside the NBA analyst Charles Barkley doesn't believe Kevin Durant and Kyrie Irving are tough enough to play in New York, as he told Jimmy Trania of SI.com. SI is Sports Illustrated for those who don't know. So basically, he said, I asked Charles Barkley today what he would say to Kevin Durant if he came to him for advice about signing with the Knicks. Charles Barkley says, and I quote, "You ain't tough enough to play in New York." He has more. He says, I don't think Durant or Kyrie are tough enough to play in New York. Kyrie's a very good player. Kevin is a great player, but I'm not sure they have the mental makeup to play in New York. Those guys are complaining about the media asking questions. Maybe NY isn't for them. So I've gotten mixed reviews on this. Some people have said Charles Barkley needs to shut the F up because he is tight because he does not have championship rings. Ladies and gentlemen, what does Charles Barkley having championship rings have to do with the question of if Kevin Durant or Kyrie are suitable to play in New York? I noticed that fans keep bringing that with Charles. You know, if he talks about LeBron James and he's poking fun at him, talking about how LeBron's he's going to miss the postseason and is inviting him inside the NBA TNT studio to come, it's a problem. Especially because, you know, LeBron does not like Chuck. He doesn't like Chuck from the time that Chuck called him out on when he complained about the Cavaliers were too top heavy and that he said that LeBron wants all the best players 2 years ago. See, Charles critiqued him as a basketball player, and LeBron went all personal. He brought up his gambling, the spitting incident that he spit on that little girl back in 1991 when he was a Sixer. You know, he basically just brought up his personal life. You know, how much money he lost. I said, this is what I'm noticing. These guys are so sensitive. The guy from SI.com just said, he asked, what advice would you give Kevin Durant in playing New York? He basically said that their mental makeup is not tough enough to play in New York. And some fans were like, yo, Charles just needs to shut up because he's salty because he doesn't have championships like Kyrie and KD and LeBron. Kyrie has a championship with LeBron James when he played for the Cleveland Cavaliers. Kevin Durant has 2 championships playing with Steph Curry. LeBron James has 3 championships playing with his 2 super teams. I'm going to keep saying that. I'm going to say it once again. LeBron James has 3 championships playing with 2 super teams. What does this have to do with LeBron James? Didn't Kyrie Irving win a ring with the Cavaliers with LeBron James? So the question once again is, he has nothing to do with that. So it says both Durant and Irving can become free agents this summer, and rumors have linked the both to a possible partnership with the Knicks. That has been rumbling all season. So what I say to this is, do I agree with Chuck and what he's talking about? And the answer is yes, because, ladies and gentlemen, Kyrie and Kevin Durant have shown their sensitivity towards the media this entire season. KD's kind of done it the last couple of years. And as KD said before, he was not himself when he was in Oklahoma City, but he could kind of be himself now that he's with the Warriors. But I feel like a little extension from that has been because KD has won championships with this team. So now you're hearing a more vocal Kevin Durant. Because quite honestly, I don't think if Kevin Durant had won any championships, he would be this vocal. He kind of would be quiet. And people would be criticizing him, saying, oh, look, see, you couldn't beat them. You had to join them, and you still lost. And it's funny, if LeBron had beaten Kevin Durant and this Golden State team, people would have said he's the GOAT because look what he did. He beat 4 All-Stars, ladies and gentlemen, which is the same argument that they use for when he can't beat them. So, yeah, but Charles is absolutely right. I mean, Kyrie has been flip-flopping with the media, and then Kyrie just recently just said that he apologized for the way he's been handling the issues with the media. This just proves Charles' point. They're too sensitive to play in New York. You know, New York, you're in a thin microscope, man. They watch your every single move. New York media, man, is like paparazzi. Like it's like if you don't watch what you say, if you don't watch what you do, I'm telling you, they're everywhere. And I don't think that Kyrie Irving doesn't have the thick skin along with Kevin Durant. I mean, let's face it. I mean, Kevin Durant was already caught with burner accounts. I mean, so you try that bullish in New York. I mean, I'm telling you, you're never gonna hear the end of it. Like when things go wrong, I wonder how they would handle the adversity in New York. It's a different animal. This isn't Golden State. This isn't Oklahoma City. This isn't Boston. This isn't Chicago. This isn't Cleveland. It's New York. LA, I would say, is just as tough as New York when it comes to that. Because, like I said, Laker fans don't play that BS, and the New York fans don't either, man. They recognize bull when they see it. Simple. So this is the issue that we're having right now. I don't think Kyrie and Kevin Durant are suited to be New York Knicks. You got to be tough to play here. Like, if you can deal with scrutiny, then you're more than capable of playing in New York. If you're not able to deal with it, then this, like Charles said, and New York is not the place. New York is not the place for you. So I really don't see what the problem Charles is having. And what I notice is people are linking him to championships and people are going at him personally when, like, that's not even the question. Nobody even mentioned championships. And both of these guys have won champion. They won a champ each. He's won 2, he's won 1. The way both of those guys have handled the media has been pretty bad all year. Kyrie uses LeBron to call his teammates out. Then Kyrie apologizes. Then Kyrie says him and Marcus Smart are not thinking on the same page. He says one thing, Jaylen Brown says another thing. Now Marcus Morris says that Kyrie's showing great leadership. And then Kyrie Irving says he feels bad for LeBron James to try to make LeBron look good. And then Kyrie says that he apologizes for the way he's handled the media. Then he goes, man, like the media, the way that they just done things have been pathetic. Kyrie may be right about those things. But the biggest issue you're doing right now is that you're talking, bro. You're giving too much. You're leaking out too much. See, Kobe Bryant is very good with the head games, man. That's why he really didn't let people really control him, man. That's why he wasn't a fan of the media. And that's why they bashed him for such a long time. It wasn't just because of the rape trial, bro. Like when they would talk to him, Kobe would sound very like bullish, like he just like really didn't like you. So that's what he did. But that's really the thing. So you ask me, so Lewis, man, what do you think about Kyrie and Kevin Durant? Listen, man, these guys are franchise changers. They would definitely help the New York Knicks. But the problem is Kyrie cannot change the culture of this franchise unless another player comes with him. Because no one man could do it alone. And it's the same thing I could even say for LeBron James. But it's like you look at the way these guys go about it. This is the issue with player power. It has backfired on LeBron James because he thought that he was going to be the only player to benefit winning championships. And the fact that 4 small forwards have won finals MVPs on his watch with 2 super teams. And look what Kevin Durant's done the last 2 years. And now after 8 straight finals and he's not making it, he's probably going to miss the playoffs in his first season in LA. With everything that's gone on. That's why it hasn't worked. And that's why when I look at these 2 players, they may be both individually great, both 2 of the most skilled players we have in the NBA. And even you could probably go as far as say all time. But do I think that they can deal with the pressure of playing with the Knicks? My answer is no. The same thing that they're doing right now, I can see them going after the media. And it's just going to cause a lot of turmoil. Because then what is going to happen is that's going to become a distraction, not only to them because it's going to have them a lack of focus, but it's going to be with the team. I remember when LeBron James was losing in the NBA Finals in 2018, a reporter came out and he had asked him a question that irritated LeBron so much. The first thing that LeBron said was, I noticed that you're always here when we lose, man. Yeah, I noticed that when we lose. And then he left off the set, he left off the podium and said, if I see you tomorrow, you need to be better. But then LeBron now wants to come every single day and tells the media, oh, you guys know me, you know what type of guy I am. And then he mentions his guys, where's Waj? Where's McMenamin? Yeah, his handlers, man, his apologists. Where's Windhorse at? Like I said, LeBron knows his people, man. And he's like, oh, yeah, Dave, he knows me. But anywho, man, this is just the latest on the Kyrie situation and Kevin Durant situation on playing in NY. I think Charles Barkley is absolutely right, and he makes valid points. This is not the place for them if they don't have the mental toughness and makeup to play here. You got to be tough to play here, man. You may have the ability to play here, but if you can't mentally deal with distractions, you can't deal with adversity, it's going to be an issue here. And like I said, opening your mouth to the media, they're going to run with a lot of shit. Like, historically, they've done it, but it's like, you're in New York? It's going to be so different. But let me know what you guys think in the comments, man. This is your boy Lewis with another, man. I keep that grind, put that work, and I continue, man. Appreciate you guys for always taking the time with videos, man. Appreciate you as always. Bless up, one love, peace. Thanks for watching.